Well, I really hope this works, but we'll see. I got a couple of recordings I gotta make, but John, one of the guys that assaulted me the other day, he apologized to me today. I'm thankful for the apology.
I'm not gonna bite you. I don't have any teeth.
Hey, your apology note's completely wrong.
Sorry about that. No, I ended up pushing on me funny afterwards. And those people are way worse than you anyway. I know, but that doesn't make my actions right. You know what I mean? I just don't know why you're yelling my name, but
It don't matter. What I did was wrong.
I'm sorry.
Y'all got no idea how important that is. Fess up. Fess up and move on. Now that moving on thing don't work when people are busy harming you still over shit that ain't happened. Let's play this again just in case the quality's low.
I'm not gonna bite you. I don't have any teeth.
Hey, your apology note's completely wrong.
Sorry about that. No, I ended up pushing on me funny afterwards. And those people are way worse than you anyway. I know, but that doesn't make my actions right. You know what I mean? I just don't know why you're yelling my name, but
It don't matter. What
See that? I get told I apologize too much. And I apologize for stuff that ain't my fault. God damn it, I can't get my hoodie pocket open. Fucking. I got a lot of stuff here. Over and over and over again, cops tried to charge me with the same crap. I try to turn in cops that didn't do their jobs, and they either assault me and pretend like they were assaulted, or they take me to the hospital and pretend I'm schizophrenic. This is my arrest crap. It's not very long. Let's see. Let's see. 2004. There was a drug charge that actually wasn't a drug charge. It was a paraphernalia charge for marijuana paraphernalia that wasn't even mine. Was not in my possession, but whatever. And then, of course, after Natalie was killed, on 1/8/2018, I was assaulted by Waylon Lolatai and charged with assault. On 2/7/2018, I was assaulted at Clearview Behavioral Health. By the way, they're closed now. The charges on that were dropped due to lack of evidence. Same thing with the quote-unquote assault by Waylon Lolatai. And then the last one was also an assault from the same incident at Clearview Behavioral Health. So, yeah, there's no whatever kind of nastiness you guys think I was up to. Ain't none of that on my record. You know why? Because I don't go doing that sick shit. Oh, come on. There's another. Oh, here it is. This is a small portion of the ginormous pile of crap I'd be taking to court tomorrow, including some of the places that I've been, people that I've talked to, and how I've been treated, including evidence from Andrew Wolnez's own family. Evidence of some of my long-term stalkers. Evidence from other witnesses to the situations. Restricted calls. Mental health paperwork. Other witnesses to the inappropriate nature of how the cops handled it. There's video after video on that. Here's something from another witness. Here's the paperwork showing that the order went into effect. And it says when. It says 1/23/24. And the piece of paper I have here from one of the witnesses says that the situation with Walnez February 16th at 5:52 p.m. That's quite a while after the protection order was issued. By the way, Andrew Walnez did that three times that night. So most of this at the beginning is about Andrew Walnez. Some of this is actually about some of my mental health stuff from being autistic. Some of this is with Natalie because, see, Walnez wanted to keep on pretending that I was some sort of a horrible person towards Natalie, that me and Natalie were never friends. We absolutely were. Walnez also brags repeatedly about playing psychological warfare bullshit. Now, I told you guys I'm pretty good at noticing patterns. And what's the pattern that I wanted to bring up? A pattern that I've noticed before. A very specific pattern with John, where he'll say something's all right, and then later on, he'll forget about it. He'll get angry. There's been more than once where I thought he was going to get violent with me, and he did get violent with at least one other person in front of me, and he did fess up to it. Is he somebody who's violent and off the hook and needs to be locked up? Or is he somebody who's in an overwhelming situation, and he's acting on fear? All right. We got some other pieces of paper here that are pretty important. I believe they might be in the back. Some of these are for who I'm supposed to go to, like this one right here from November of 2022. This is a thing on my back and my back pain. Let's see. Oh, here it is. By the way, they did this repeatedly. This is their MO. By the way, I spent 7 months in prison over this. It says, comes now Jonathan T. Steller, Dual County Attorney, and moves the court for an order dismissing the above captioned case without prejudice at the state's cost. Reason being is that there is insufficient evidence to support a conviction because the state has been unable to locate previously recorded conversations with the above-mentioned defendant, and the witnesses and victims involved in the above-mentioned cases do not wish to testify at trial or any other hearing scheduled for these cases. Imagine that. Dated this 17th day of August, 2021. Yep. Let's take a look at the next one. This is a notice of dismissal for that case. Oh, no, this is 21-8. This is 20-94, and this one's for 21-9. All right. Let's see. State of Nebraska versus Sean Schwartz. Case ID CR218. An order of dismissal has been issued. The above captioned matter is hereby dismissed without prejudice. Insufficient evidence to support conviction because state is unable to locate previously recorded conversations and victims involved do not wish to testify at trial. Plaintiff to bear costs. If a money judgment is owed to the court, payment can be made directly to the court or online at any.gov.go/paycourts. That's right, 7 months. Let's get to the next one. Case ID CR 20-94. An order of dismissal has been issued. The above captioned matter is hereby dismissed without prejudice. Insufficient evidence to support conviction because state is unable to locate previously recorded conversations and victims involved do not wish to testify at trial. Plaintiff to bear costs. If a money judgment is owed to the court, payment can be made directly to the court or online at any.gov/go/paycourts. Yeah. Next one. Case ID CR 21-9. An order of dismissal has been issued. The above captioned matter is hereby dismissed without prejudice. Insufficient evidence to support a conviction because state is unable to locate previously recorded conversations and victims involved do not wish to testify at trial. Typo on this one. Plaintiff to bear costs. If a money judgment is owed to the court, payment can be made directly to the court or online at any.gov/go/paycourts. Let's take a look at that. Let's see. Can you read it? That's right. Next one. That's right. Let's line them up so you can see them. Notice of dismissal. Notice of dismissal. Notice of dismissal. That's right. 7 months. Now, who is it that these cases were from? Scott DaCosta. That's right, he's one of them. Scott DaCosta. I was trying to turn him in before all this happened. I was also trying to turn in Robert Franklin Warnick, a registered pedophile in Nebraska. I was also trying to turn in who? That's right, William Barr, the officer who informed me that the recording with Natalie, or the Craigslist post with Natalie Bollinger, was real. That's right. I announced that I was taking them and Leslie Snell to court. Leslie Snell, Scott DaCosta, William Barr, Robert Franklin Warnick. 4 people. Well, there was a lot of people involved with those 4 people. Like with Leslie Snell, her husband and her husband's brother were both involved in threatening to kill me, which just wasn't cool. Let's see. What else do we have here? Quite a lot, actually. Let's see. Do we have anything from my mental health worker? We certainly do. Let's take a look. I wasn't able to find all of my medical files. Some of them are pretty well scattered to the 4 winds. This one right here is from the Longmont Hospital, and it talks about my lower back pain. The stuff from Cheyenne, Wyoming is actually a lot more extensive. That's kind of funny, isn't it? The stuff that I was charged with in Nebraska. Like I told you, they had to repeatedly drop the charges over and over and over again. God damn, that'd piss off the Pope, won't it? Let's see, those are all dead people. That's suicide versus suicidal. Let's see, that's from my little sister. Fucking Farwood Nugent. Oh, stuff from Lisette Brown and Graham Milborn. Lisette Brown was supposed to be an autism advocate too. She just didn't show up. Some of these are from Rawlins, Wyoming. Some of these are from my little sister. Autism Society. Let's see, those are on Walnez. Oh, come on, where the hell are they? Sorry about this. Maybe it's in here. Oh. Perhaps one of these. No, that's Autism Society too. I appear to be missing a piece of paper or three. That's Anahunka. Here it is. Let's see. To whom it may concern. January 25th, 2022. I have been seeing Sean Schwartz on a weekly basis for outpatient therapy since completing a pre-treatment assessment on October 18th, 2021. During this evaluation, Sean described symptoms he experienced on a regular basis. From the information he provided, I have diagnosed him with post-traumatic stress disorder, which, by the way, I was already diagnosed with. It says this comes from years of trauma and inconsistencies in a person's life, often starting as a young child. I also believe Sean to be on the autism spectrum, which causes difficulties in adapting to social settings. The most common symptoms of this disorder are anxiety, hypervigilance, and a feeling of impending doom. It does not appear Sean experiences any hallucinations or other psychosis. He does not meet the diagnostic criteria for schizophrenia. Sincerely, Marcia Estrada. They say the truth will set you free. It's almost 3:30 in the morning. Oh, this one right here, this is one of the quick appointments. It was basically in and out. They were trying to hold me on suicide watch. This is something that they did repeatedly. I'd go in to try to turn in the harm happening, and they'd pretend I was trying to kill myself. They would repeatedly lie to me. This is something that's common. They'll lie to you and tell you that they're taking you somewhere that you can safely make a report, and then they take you to the hospital instead, and they leave. So there you are at the hospital. You're on suicide watch, so they're trying to hold you for 72 hours, try to have you diagnosed with something you ain't got. How many times the cops tried doing that? It's either that or false charges. Sometimes they do both. Anyway, I gotta make a video about the stuff with Andrew Wolnez, so I'm going to try to do that. If you go to cash.app/doggedroman or $doggedroman, DOGGEDROMAN, you can donate through Cash App. Not going to be millions of dollars or even thousands of dollars. I'm probably not even going to get hundreds of dollars, but anything is better than friggin' nothing. This is eating me alive. This is eating me alive. We'll play this one more time for y'all.
I'm not gonna bite you. I don't have any teeth.
Hey, I owe you an apology. That was completely wrong.
Sorry about that. No, you got pushy on me funny afterwards. And those people are way worse than you and me. I know, but that doesn't make my actions right. You know what I mean? I just don't know why you're yelling my name, but
It don't matter. What I did was wrong.
It's difficult to admit that what you did is wrong, ain't it? So what do you think about John? Do you think he should just be thrown away like he's trash? Do you think we should just assume that he's some sort of a horrible monster because he's out here? Do you think because of his sins that he's irredeemable? Do you believe because you can claim that he's got mental issues that it's somehow magically okay to harm him? Something you might have noticed with all these people who assault me. I don't fight back. See what we got in here. Let's see if we can find some of the ones that are signed by Sarah Nelson Torciello. Although she just signs him as Sarah Nelson. Fuck. Well, it's a good thing you have to write hard with those pens because a lot of it got washed off the papers. Difficult to explain how that works. Let's see, these are from Hargraves. That guy's a piece of shit. Nate Schwab. These aren't it. This is what one of the ladies on my channel spoke about as the prison Bible. These are my kites from in prison. Including, let's see, 2/5/2021, when Nurse Jessica was being as antagonistic as possible. Masudi and Naweed. That's two of the guards there. Let's see, 5/9/2021. I wrote, the assault I endured on Friday was unnecessary. I am scared of staff for a reason, and they should have stopped the first time I brought up the abuse. Every week, I fight for a solution and resolution. Every Friday, I have my hopes destroyed. Every weekend, I take a ton of abuse, and I'm written up. I need help stopping abuse by Hyatt, Jensen, Naweed, Johns, and others. With Hargraves gone, I have nothing left to deter abuse. I am being bullied to the point of killing myself. I need the bullying to stop and my rights back. Was I right to write to you, or is suicide my only way out of this hell? See, that's the thing. They just wanted to literally push me to commit suicide. Some of them were even yelling at me, fucking kill yourself, over and over again. People don't like that. It doesn't feel good. If I type that at people, I get told what a horrible monster I am. Which sucks. Law library. Where's the ones by Sarah Nelson? There's also some in here about, let's see, BH Worker Wilson, Code of Ethics. Let's see. Oh, here's one from Nelson. This one's about IPS, which is one of the things that Assistant Warden Nelson covered and ran. Sarah to Nelson. Sarah Nelson. I think I got quite a few of them with Nelson put together. Let's see. Mr. New Year. Yeah, that's his name, honestly. Strange, huh? Captain Wilkinson. That guy actually wasn't too bad. He came from another prison. And that's right, folks. This, all right here, Warden Taggart. Here's another one from Sarah Nelson. Now, I was thankful for Robert Norfolk, Alvin Easton, Richard Ollinger, and Lucky Aramanya. The staff are often cruel, and IPS has prevented harm from staff. They absolutely have. But again, Sarah Nelson was the one in charge of that. She was also in charge of a few of my disciplinaries. When I had to write her about being assaulted, I let her know that I was sexually assaulted in there, and I got a reply back saying that it's not sexual assault. But I had to get the thing through somebody else, one of the IP workers. All these through here, Sarah Nelson, Sarah Nelson, Sarah Nelson. I had to write to Sarah Nelson about grievances on kites. Inmate number 6675. Those of you who have been to prison are probably very confused by that. Like, whoa, hold on a second. Why do you only have 4 numbers if you're DOC? Well, first of all, because I wasn't convicted of a felony. Second of all, because I wasn't charged with a felony. Third of all, I wasn't convicted of misdemeanors. Number 4, I was only charged with misdemeanors. Meanwhile, the stuff that's on, let me see it, this piece of paper right here, all of these charges were dropped. All of them. Every one of them. The paraphernalia, the theft, the assault, and assault. And all 3 of those assaults were after Natalie Bollinger was killed. And all 3 of them were dropped. There's a reason for that. In all 3 of those situations, I was assaulted. Anyway, I'm going to be thankful for John tonight. I do have to make a video real quick. It'll probably take about 2 hours, but we'll see what we can come up with, you know. Police officers repeatedly tried to have me re-diagnosed or diagnosed with something that is more beneficial to them so they don't get in trouble. Anyway, it's good to be rid of you. Thank you for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and your sister's keeper too. And no victim left behind.